Today, we will be revisiting Volcanic Krakaloa. But not really though, because we're just using Krakaloa's Soul Burst form. And yeah, this is totally a level 50 Krakaloa. It's just the zero's not showing up, that's all. But we're gonna be using the same Krakaloa I used in my Volcanic Krakaloa video. And if you guys have not checked that video out, make sure to watch the video. I'll put the link to the video in the top right there in a card or whatever. But yeah, it's a pretty fun Krakaloa build, not gonna lie. But we're using this for our Soul Burst Krakaloa. So Frail, Very Smart, Sluggish, and we have Fire Breath, Burn Up, Rejuvenate, and Spectral Burst instead of Mud Spatter. So basically, we're gonna be walled by Light types and Ancient types. But it's okay, because we've got a team! But the TPs I'm running are the same TPs I ran on my Volcanic Krakaloa. If you guys really wanted a min-max, I guess you guys could like run 192 HP and put some more TPs into range defense. I guess that could be somewhat helpful. Or you guys could like spread out the remaining 96 TPs through both defenses. Just make sure you have less melee defense than range defense, so that Protagon doesn't get like a ranged attack boost when it swaps in. But yeah, maximizing the ranged attack and just being as bulky and powerful as possible. You could run this under Bane of Haste. Like Soul Burst Krakaloa gets 12 speed when it Soul Bursts, so it makes it even slower. And this Krakaloa is built for Bane of Haste since it has 0 UPs in speed, but I chose not to run a Bane of Haste team because I just wanted to see like how strong it is, like in terms of raw like output. But yeah, let's just hop right into the battles. Okay, for our first battle, we're up against the 3 new roamers, which is pretty cool, not gonna lie. And they also have Vesperado, Obsidian, Mutagon, and Gexplode. So very interesting team. I might actually lead off with Krakaloa, and we'll bring in Tickless for the Vesp and Obsidian. I guess we can bring in Luminami for the Mutagon, and then Venilin for the Glacidia, and I guess we could wrap it off by bringing in Totep. So the neat thing about Krakaloa is that once it Soul Bursts, it gets a Spirit typing. So it becomes Fire Spirit, which is the same exact typing as Revenine. And this is a mistake, isn't it? I probably should not Soul Burst against this. So I'm gonna swap out actually into Luminami. But the neat thing is that having Revenine typing means that it resists a lot of things, right? So that's just a really cool fun fact. It has interactions with every single type in the game except for like Mine type. So it's neutral against Mine, but like every other typing, it's either super effective to, it resists, or is like immune to. So that's like pretty awesome, not gonna lie. But I will go back into Krakaloa here, and then we can finally get our Soul Burst off and go for the Spectral Burst. They probably go back into like Arceros or something, but that's fine. I just want to get the Soul Burst off because I just want that Spirit typing. And yeah, we just get the Soul Burst off here. Should be pretty good for us. Not really sure what Krakaloa is gonna be able to do in this matchup. It could probably be decent against like Vesperatu. Actually, no. Actually, I think it'll be fine. Like we are weak to Spirit, but I think we'll be okay. That actually does a lot of damage, and there's a critical hit. And we lowered their range defense too. So that's pretty nice, but I think we still want to swap out. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Luminami again. But yeah, it's just really cool because I know like a lot of people run defensive Revenine, but now you don't really have to because Krakaloa just has better defenses overall. So you could just run that instead. But they go into Glacidia here, This should take a huge chunk of damage. Yeah, that's a pretty decent chunk. I can't really go into Krakaloa here, so I'll go into Revenine. Yeah, because if I go into Krakaloa, I just take a lot of damage from Draco Meteor. But I guess we'll go for an adaptive here, and we'll just see what they go into. They go to Obsidian. So this is a pretty tough matchup for Krakaloa since they have so many ancient types. But we'll see what we can do. We'll go into Loomian here. I'll probably just flash and flee into Krakaloa or something. But they go for a mud spatter. And yeah. Overall, I think if I were playing this battle like seriously without like showcasing Soul Burst Krakaloa, I'd probably not even go for the Soul Burst, because having the Spirit typing makes it really difficult for me to like handle the ancient types. Actually, I don't know why I went into this. It's a water type. I'm gonna get clapped. But then again, I don't really think Krakaloa is gonna be able to do much anyway, so I might as well do like something, right? They do Soul Burst, so if they go for like the 95 base power water move, I forgot its name, but like if they go for that, I'm gonna take a lot of damage. Actually, no, it becomes a range attacker when it Soul Bursts, right? I don't know. Either way, if they go for a water move, it's gonna be really bad. Oh, I actually take that very well. Oh, they just left the game. Okay, interesting first battle. Let's just go into the next one. Oh my god, that avatar is cursed. Okay. Well, we'll bring in our Krakaloa here. I'll probably lead off with it. This looks like another game where Krakaloa is gonna have a tough time, but we could probably do something against Krabtana, maybe Moriel. But yeah, I think overall it's gonna be pretty hard to do things with it, but we'll try our best. We'll bring in Revenine. Do I bring Tundra? No, I'll bring in Loomian, and then I guess we'll bring in like Eclipse and Samarine maybe, or maybe yeah, I think this is fine, most likely. Let's go for it. I was gonna bring in Eclipse for the Loomian, but I think Revenine can probably handle it. Did you go into Odasho here? That is just the most bizarre avatar I've ever seen. But they probably go for like a Pestilent Sap Plant, some Barbs maybe. But we do have Revenine to get rid of Poison Barbs, so I'm not that worried about it. The question is, I don't really think I can do much against this Odasho, but we'll go for a Burnout. Because I guess in the scenario that they do set up Barbs, we can just like remove it, and we get a +1 range attack. I don't know if I'm slower. Like, they lower their speed by ×2 because of the defensive priority, but like I have 0 speed investment on this, so yeah. Oh, actually they go for a dodge, so that works out perfectly fine for me. I might honestly just go for the soul move right away. So yeah, let's just do it. Also, the neat thing about Krakaloa's soul move is that, oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. What I was saying is that the neat thing about Krakaloa's soul move is that it can ignore dodge. So like, if Odasho went for a dodge there and I went for a soul move, it would have landed. But yeah, I probably should have played that more carefully. I thought that Krakaloa would be able to one-shot from that range, but I guess not. But it's all good. I honestly might just like move on to the next battle, because I mean Krakaloa is pretty much down, so there's no showcase happening for it right now. So I think I'm gonna just do that then. So let's just hop right into the next battle. I'll probably show the result of this battle maybe. Okay, well, after last game, I know now that Moriel is OP. Anyways, we'll go with the Samarine here. Obviously we need Soulburst Krakaloa. Could be really good against Hunter actually, so maybe against Earth Snack as well and their own Soulburst Krakaloa. We gotta see about that. Yeah, and then we could probably deal with Stratosaur as well. Yeah, this looks like a pretty decent matchup for Krakaloa here. So, we'll bring in Revenine as well. And Luminami for their own Soulburst Krakaloa. And to wrap it off, I think I'll bring in Totap. Alright. Let's see how this goes. They go into Glacidia here, so... What do I do here? I could go for the Fire Breath. It is Volcanic boosted. I don't think it KOs though. Decisions. Screw it, why not? They actually just swap out. This could be pretty bad for me, not gonna lie. We go into Cleone. Does no damage. And now we gotta wait a turn. Let's see, they go for Stratagem, so yeah, we're pretty okay actually. I think I'm a Soulburst and go for Spectral actually too. Or I could burn up. Yeah, we'll go for Spectral. We'll go for Spectral and then hopefully Rejuvenate right after. And yeah. I wonder how much damage this is gonna do. Because I think Cleone is pretty bulky on the range defense side. But yeah, we get our Soulburst off now. And they use Stratagem. We use Spectral Burst. I gotta heal up like really fast. The range defense fill. It does a good amount, I won't lie. But definitely gotta go for the Rejuvenate now. Let's see. They do swap out into Glacidia. So, good opportunity to Rejuvenate here. We get most of our health back. And now we just swap out into Revenine. But yeah, I mean, it did a good chunk to Cleone, but it's not as much as I was hoping for, not gonna lie. Still a good amount though. But we'll go into our Revenine here, take care of this Glacidia. They're most likely gonna swap out after I bring in Revenine, but or they just swap out like immediately. I mean, this is perfectly okay with me too. Like Revenine can handle Cleone, but we'll go for the adaptive here. Stratagem will hurt, but like it's Revenine, so like they do swap out into Stratosaur. We do bypass Toxic Filter, so no issue with that. And they get poisoned, so I mean, that's pretty good luck, not gonna lie. We'll go into Krakaloa here. This is probably their Soul Burst. Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably a bad idea to go into Krakaloa. Because if they use a Soul move, I'm gonna take either a lot of damage or I just go down. But They actually double swap, so it works out in the end. Now, if they go into Glacidia again, do I predict an like Fire Breath or even Soul Move? Screw it, I'm going for the Soul Move. Oh my god, I actually misplayed there. Man, I was so sure that they would swap it into Glacidia, but I guess not. We'll go for the Rejuvenate. You go for Stratagem. Yeah. I guess we'll go for a Rest here now. They use Stratagem again. Take a lot of damage from that, but we should be able to live one more, assuming it doesn't crit, and then they'll be out of energy. They actually just let their card down to rest, so it works out. And now, we're free to just click Spectral Burst. Kinda sad that I used up my Soul Move already, but it happens. They go for the Rejuvenate. I don't know if this is a cue for me to start setting up or not. Because if they do go into Glacidia, I just gotta swap out anyway, so... So now they swap out. And they go into Krakaloa. Okay, they definitely outspeed me. I don't think they have 0 UPs on this. Assuming they Soul Burst, that is. They actually don't Soul Burst. That's pretty smart on their part. And that was a crit. But they could probably Soul Burst now and KO me. So I can't go for the Rejuvenate here. I gotta like swap out into Luminami. They actually just swap out. Interesting. I mean, I guess that works out for me. Because Luminami should not take that much damage from Glacier. Actually, Deep Freeze could hurt a lot, but I think I live 1 Deep Freeze. Yeah, I live 1. That's pretty much all I needed. Glacier takes some good chip there. We'll go into Tatab. They haven't Soul Bursted their Krakaloa yet, so I think I'm free to just click Jungle Jutsu here. Since I don't think they had another Spirit type, did they? Maybe I should have went for a Poison. But I think we can... We'll go into Luminami. If they go for a slap down, that's perfectly okay. They do go for the slap down, and we take that pretty decently. Now, I'm gonna go for the Flash and Flee here. We swap out into Cleone. So I think I'm gonna just go into Krakaloa here and get a Rejuvenate off, since I think I live a Stratagem. Or at least I should, assuming they don't crit. Yeah, because if I Rejuvenate, they outspeed and Stratagem anyways, so there's no point in me Rejuvenating. So I think that was pretty much the best I could do there. We go to Krakaloa now. I guess we just go back into Luminami. I think pretty much all I can really do against this Krakaloa is just keep going to Luminami. I guess Venolin can help too, but it's like really low HP. But yeah, definitely gonna preserve Luminami for this Krakaloa. They double swap into Glacidia. Honestly, I'm not really sure what these double swaps are, if I'm gonna be honest. Because what are they predicting? Like, yeah, I don't know what they're predicting here. Are they predicting that I like stay in? Like, do they think I'll be tempted to stay in against the Glacidia? Or maybe they're just baiting out the Loomian to deep freeze. That's probably it. So, I think we'll go into Krakaloa against the deep freeze. And we'll double into Revenine because I want to see if they have like an ancient move at all. So we'll go into Revenine now. They just swap out. Maybe it's like boots or something. Like, I'm honestly not too sure what's going on with this Glacidia. It's actually like mind-blowing to me. I'll go for a Rejuvenate here. This is a pretty long battle, not gonna lie. But at least we're like learning the ins and outs of Soulburst Krakaloa right now. Like, we're learning its potential and its flaws. I think right now the biggest flaw with Krakaloa is that it needs Bane of Haste. Like, that's what I've been seeing here. They finally go for the Soul Burst, but the biggest flaw is that without Bane of Haste, it's not gonna perform as well. But other than that, aside from that, the biggest flaw would probably be that its offensive typing is just walled by light and ancient types. So you can't really do much against them. Also, they just use their soul move up, so very nice. We'll go for a charade here. And then start mud spattering, I guess. Oh, I forgot, it gets applied frustration. Oh dear. That's not good. I should have just went into Loomian. But at least it's -2 range defense now, so Loomian maybe one-shots at this range. Fire Breath. Force time is resisted. That was a critical hit too. +3 critical hit, and it took that little damage. That's pretty nice. I think we're safe to just rest here. Yeah, they just swap out. Can't really do much against it. But yeah, like I was saying, like the two biggest flaws: very slow speed, walled by light types, walled by ancient types. You could run Mud Splatter, but like even then, it's just not enough damage. But yeah, like I really don't know like how you can make offensive Krakaloa work, but still pretty good defensive typing, and so it has good defensive typing and good defenses overall. And on top of that, it has like insane energy, so I guess those are the positives of it. What did they go into? They probably go into, I want to say, Krakaloa. I'll double into Loomy here. They honestly might just go for another Jetstream, but no, they swap out. Yeah, they go back into Krakaloa. We'll go for a Flash and Flee here. Because honestly, like, there's not really much Krakaloa can do against Loomian. Oh, they just forfeit. Well, this battle's finally over. But yeah, like, it's pretty like niche Soul Burst, I'd say. It's not like super crazy good, but it has its uses, I'd say. Especially in like a Bane of Haste team. Like, I can see this thing being pretty strong in a Bane of Haste team, but it just lacks setup and it lacks coverage. Like, it's pretty much all I have to say for this. Even Revenine, like, I think the the appeal with running Revenine is that it has Dark Surge to take care of light types, and it does a decent chunk of damage to ancient types as well. So it's like you have both defensive typing and offensive stats and coverage. So I think Revenine is still going to be used a lot. It's just that now we have a more defensive variant of it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.